said, I got Jay Bryant in me now.
Making his way to the ring, representing CEASEFIRE, the king without fear,
A change to our scheduled programming, but what a fitting change. Connor Mills and Danny Black know each other very well. Actually, we're on opposing sides of the ring in a tag team encounter last year in Chandler Hall. As I said, Dean, when unfortunately the card has to change, we are so fortunate here in British wrestling and in Pro Wrestling Ceasefire, but there is no lack of depth of talent on the scene. We are really spoilt for choice, and this is a real treat of a matchup here on a Thursday night in Chandler Hall.
Not just that, but people who want to come and support this great cause for Pro Wrestling Ceasefire to get peace in the Middle East, to help the victims wherever they are from, whatever religion they are. People are people, and as you say, two young men who know each other very well. And seeing as I'm an old man, I remember when these two guys both started, and to see the development, the way that they have progressed, the way that they have both become bona fide superstars within British wrestling is heartwarming. These are two men who will be featuring on British shows up and down the country for many, many years.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Dean. I really do think one of the most rewarding things about this job is getting to watch talents like Connor Mills and Danny Black from day one and watching them blossom. A lot of people say, oh, I was there from day one. I was literally there on Danny Black's first day of training. I remember it like it was yesterday. He walked onto those blue mats in Kent and he never looked back. And I might bring up the photo later to embarrass him. I remember in his debut match, he had on one Michael Jackson glove, and it's become a bit of a running joke. But Danny Black is one of the best competitors on the British scene. It really is an absolute treat to have him back here in Chandler Hall.
And as for Connor Mills, as you will see as this match progresses, I am sure the intensity etched across the man's face is something to behold. It's very rare you see a man with the will to win that Connor Mills has.
Connor Mills is someone who I describe as he wrestles like he's sleepwalking. Everything he does is so fluid, there is no second guessing. He knows exactly what he's going to do next before his opponent has had a chance to think or blink. He is so adept at all areas of his game. His technicality, his striking, his submissions, his aggression, and don't forget that mixed martial arts background. I was there in the Clapham Grand when he won his mixed martial arts fight by unanimous decision. He really is one of the top talents in the UK. And Danny Black now, I think he may live to regret this if I know Connor Mills. I stand corrected.
A little bit of showboating there. And, well, you said right at the beginning how these two know each other so well, and, well, there you have a perfect demonstration. And it makes you think it's going to take a mistake or something surprising, something out of the blue, something new to win this match, because they're going to have scouted all the big moves, all the well-known moves. They know what to expect.
You very may well have to pull something out of the black, all pun intended. Connor Mills, over 10 years in the game, I believe close to or maybe even over 1,000 matches under his belt. People forget how long he's been wrestling. Danny Black made his debut in 2017, and both these men have just rounded out their game so well. Danny Black catches the leg. What a counter by Connor Mills, straight into the ankle lock, no hesitation. What did I tell you, Dean? Before you can think and before you can blink.
Fluid motion, as you said, Gio. Shades of Johnny Saint there.
Crucifix arm drag. It's like watching the 2000s implode in on itself. This is fantastic.
And Mills bridges out. He could have just kicked out, but he bridged out. That is a little psychological message to show Danny Black just how fresh he is.
No look roll up. The timing and the precision that requires from Danny Black is incredible. It's very high risk but high reward. Standing tuck, and there's the moonsault into the press. So Danny Black taking this match on about 8 hours' notice. That can really throw you off your game. But Danny Black, he's showing no fear. I guess that's why they call him the kid without fear. He stepped up to the plate, and not just that, but he's doing it for an incredible cause.
When something like that happens, when you get a match at such short notice, in a way you think to yourself you've got nothing to lose, because you've been called in, without any preparation. So the pressure is off Danny Black. The pressure to win this really is on Connor Mills.
I'm just going to let the chop speak for itself. Oh. Danny Black answers with one of his own. One of my favourite things about this venue is the way the sound reverberates off it, and just these chops, they are absolutely levering each other. For God's sake, guys, they paid for a front row seat. Stop making a move. This is atrocious. I'm very sorry, folks.
Crowd interaction.
Oh, he was looking for that springboard stunner. Oh no. Oh no. Knee smash right on the apron. You sadistic man, Connor Mills. Bloody hell. Smashed his knee and then smashed his collarbone.
And again, Mills knew what to expect and countered.
Oh, God!
Just a 2 count. I don't think Mills thought that would win the match, but it will certainly weaken Danny Black.
The thing with wrestling Connor Mills is that quite often I find his opponents, when they don't kick out at 3, it's not because they've been taken out, it's because they don't want to wrestle Connor Mills anymore. They just want the kicking and the hitting to stop. So they just lay down, and honestly, live to fight another day. It's why you see fighters in the UFC tap out early into a submission. They want to preserve that ligament. They want to be able to walk in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Live to fight another day, as you say.
Connor Mills just surveying the damage. He really, it's like I said earlier, he walks around the ring knowing exactly what's going to happen next. He is so adept at this. Handful of hair on Danny Black. God, bounced his skull off the top turnbuckle. Builds up some steam. Shades of his hero, Nigel McGuinness. You see a lot of that early 2000s British wrestling influence in Connor Mills.
Yeah, definitely. And the snap on the forearm uppercut is something phenomenal. I have not seen someone deliver that move with that impact.
I fear not the man who's practiced 1,000 European uppercuts. I fear the man who's practiced the European uppercut 1,000 times. Should have taken a breath before I started saying that. Oh, he's trying to fight out. He's trying to free his leg. He kicked him in the hamstring. He kicked him in the damn hamstring. I told you, he's sadistic. They don't call him True Grit for nothing.
There is no mercy from Mills.
He started his campaign of ligament abuse outside by smashing his knee into the apron. He's continued it onto the inside. Danny Black, I don't know how he isn't just screaming in pain right now, but it says something about the toughness of Danny Black. And this is, come on, ref, come on.
So that is now the hamstring, the ACL, probably the MCL in the knee as well, that Mills has targeted. No wonder Black is having trouble standing. mocking Black now. Oh, dragon screw leg whip. And that is an old-fashioned British figure four, the world of sport era figure four leg lock.
And it is expertly applied. Conor Mills, someone who's been fortunate enough to train under the tutelage of Johnny Kidd on several occasions, with Steve Gray on several occasions. We were really spoilt in our early education on the British scene.
And doesn't it just show? Doesn't it just show?
Shout out to Mal Sanders too. Oh, hang on. And he stands up in it. Look at that bridge. And illegally getting some extra torque on those ropes. See, here's the thing of Conor Mills. He really pays homage to the beauty of the British scene, and then he disrespects it by bending the rules like that. He really is he's a dichotomy wrapped up in a psycho, isn't he?
Well, you know, I wasn't exactly known for sticking to the rules during my time at ringside, and you know, if you can get away with it, you got the 5 count, use it, why not?
Oh, and right there again is the expert ingenuity of Conor Mills. Wraps him up in that ankle lock. Danny Black pushes away. Boy, duck the PK. He's done his homework. Danny Black rolls him up, rolls him up. Didn't have the shoulders covered all the way. You can see that leg is still bothering him. Danny Black is wrestling at about 75% right now. He's had that base taken out. Reverse atomic drop. Conor Mills shoots off the ropes and he turns him inside out.
The speed that Mills ran off those ropes.
He's trying to break his leg out of his leg. I knew you'd get it.
And also the other thing to notice about Conor Mills, his ring positioning is phenomenal. He knows exactly whereabouts he is in that ring at all times. When he knocks on a submission hold, he makes sure that his opponent is nowhere near the ropes. He's holding the centre of the ring when he wants it. It's another sign of a great athlete and a great wrestling mind.
It really is. When Conor Mills closes his eyes, he's got the ring mapped out. He knows exactly where his opponent is at all times. And right now he's got Danny Black by the earlobe. He's only going to have until the count of 5. Danny Black, he tries to fight out. He gets some momentary respite.
Yeah, but I tell you something, if someone holds your earlobe for 4.5 seconds, it's going to hurt. My goodness me, look at this.
Do you think it hurts more or less than this, Dean Ayass?
Oh my goodness.
What do you even call that? You call that the please stop, mister?
Yeah, I mean, I have never seen that move before in my 30 plus years in this business. That was something else.
Inside out! Conor Mills on the receiving end of the tiaras from Danny Black, and Danny Black, he almost can't believe it. He was on the back end for so long. He's trying to beat some feeling back into that MCL and that ACL.
The bulging eyes show you how deep Danny Black is digging to find that bit of offense. He dodges Mills, and now a few chops, a few punches. Nothing too heavy on that knee.
Danny Black had the wherewithal to hold on to the top rope. He stopped himself falling to the outside, but he jammed his leg on the apron. What a shot, what a knee! Mills is out on his feet. Mills is out on his feet.
Black is really taking his opportunity now. He needs to hit something big right now.
And if he can, out of the Black! Stunner! 3/4 jaw lock break and
no!
I was about ready to reach for the mic, Dean Ayass.
And just like that, the tide has turned. This is what makes wrestling so unique. We thought Danny Black couldn't walk. We thought he was out of it. And in the space of a few seconds, with a few moves, he has turned the tables. And now it's Black on his feet and Mills on the floor.
Conor Mills very wisely dropping to both knees and spreading his base out and making himself heavy so that Danny Black has to work even harder. And let's not forget, he's working on one leg as well to try and lift Conor Mills up. And Conor Mills, I mean, he fluctuates between cruiserweight and heavyweight, but he is no easy feat to pick up.
I I don't know if you noticed, but when Black was going for that suplex, Mills was holding on to the back of that bad knee.
There is that high ring IQ.
Oh, really smart move.
Cartwheel kick! Danny Black! Such a high ring IQ. That was only one way out of it, and he found it. Oh no.
He can't run! He cannot run!
Running European uppercut.
Oh! Glancing blow to the jaw.
Connor Mills, he doesn't care if you had 8 weeks notice or 8 hours notice. He is going to run through you. Kicks out at 2.
Wow.
We really have been spoilt tonight here at PWC, shouting at the wall. That incredible opening contest between Leon Cage and Jay Joshua. A contest between Kiri and Jordan Saeed followed, and now this incredible contest between Connor Mills and Danny Black. An absolute treat, the best value for money in London, and let's not forget all the money going towards UNICEF UK and LRC. Nearly 10k raised, and Connor Mills now wrenching at that ankle. Danny Black, if I was him, I'd be in tears. I don't know how Danny Black is fighting through this.
That ankle lock, I think that's the 3rd time in this match he's gone for it. Oh!
And there's the shortcut.
Look at that, you try to fight out, and when you do, you leave another part of your body exposed.
He was looking for that KEY crusher. Wait a minute, no!
Black just couldn't hold him, he just didn't have the strength.
Shades of Nigel McGuinness, thwarted, come on! Key crusher, he turned him inside out, he bounced off the damn mat, for God's sake! He kicked out 2! Only a 2, are you kidding me?
Mills was only able to drape an arm over the chest of Black. That gave him the opportunity to kick out.
That's about as free as a 2 gets. That was ridiculous. Danny Black is fighting through an incredible amount of pain right now.
If Mills had the energy to do a full lateral press to hook that leg, this match would be over. But this match has taken that much out of Connor Mills that he wasn't able to capitalize.
And the thing with wrestling Connor Mills is that the longer the match goes, the longer it goes in his favor. He has incredible cardiovascular conditioning. We call it a gas tank. This is a man who is not just used to pro wrestling, he's used to MMA. He bleeds in the gym so he doesn't lose in war. Oh God, he blocks it. Danny Black with some big open palms.
This is all of the frustration of this match coming out now.
He's trying to snap that chain off his neck.
Oh, look at this.
God. Oh my God. Spanish fly. 1, 2. No!
What did I say right at the beginning of this match? They know each other so well. We would want some surprise maneuver. Oh, this time he hits it. This time he hits the move.
He wasn't able to hit it earlier, and by Jove, he got it that time. Danny Black closing in on a huge win, on an absolutely huge win here in Chandler Hall.
You can feel it.
Oh! He's out! Oh!
And Danny Black's face says it all. How in the world did Connor Mills kick out of that?
Danny Black is shocked. Referee Martin Raymondson is shocked, and I think everyone here in Chandler Hall is shocked. My word!
I'm shocked. You're shocked. And both men struggling to get to their feet, and Mills just grabs that foot of Black. Another smart move while he is in the center of the ring.
If there's anything that'll kick it into high gear, it's been disrespected like that.
Well, that has just triggered the red mist in Black. But that will mean that Black isn't necessarily thinking straight. Mills knows exactly what he's doing. And I think Black is going for a very high-risk maneuver here, given the state of his knee.
Danny Black normally very comfortable on the top rope, but the damage done caused him to hesitate.
Dropping Mills in the neck.
Some vicious backhands to try and escape. Sunset flip from the top, double leg Nelson. Turns him inside out, prawn style. Oh, jackknife, jackknife, jackknife! The bridge from Connor Mills. He's down again. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. On one good leg! On one good leg! Meeting of the minds. Oh, shoot. He ducked. He ducked, or did he faint? Oh, God, he got him on the backswing.
I don't think he ducked. I think just fortuitously
I think he
fell to
passed
one
out.
knee.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh. And Connor Mills.
Oh, he hits it. That's got to be it, surely.
He kicked out. Oh, it's straight into the ankle lock. And he bridges.
Oh,
There's no way. There's no way.
That's
He tapped.
it.
He tapped.
That's it. What a great improvisation.
Here is your winner by submission, Connor Mills.
What great improvisation from the kick out from Black. He went straight into the ankle lock. The fluid offense that you were talking about, Gio. Fantastic.
Unbelievable. 3 for 3. Back-to-back bangers. Here at Pro Wrestling Ceasefire DNAs, we have a bangers-only policy, and all the talent on the card are living up to it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting Pro Wrestling Ceasefire. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and visit our merchandise website, DNAs. I will be back.